Alright, so we back with a new video. Today we gonna be doing something a little different on the channel. I'm not gonna lie. I've given y'all like some of the, I guess, the throwaways from the main channel in terms of like the 2K videos for the tier list. So I'll do like a badge video on the main channel, but I'll split them up for the backup channel because a lot of people used to love that on the main channel, but I don't really have to do that on the main channel. So I'll be giving y'all that here. But here, I'm kind of coming down on 2K, bro. I'm not going to lie. 2K just ain't really it this year. It's one of the worst 2Ks of all time. Classic. Simple as that. It's just facts. Feel like people would say that every single year, but I feel like this year it might genuinely be true. Moving into something that's actually cool, fun to play right now, Marvel Rivals. This is a game that's very fun to play right now. I've been playing it a lot, and I've been enjoying it. We will be doing a Marvel Rivals character tier list. If y'all do want Marvel Rivals content, just make sure to like. I've been playing a lot, so just let me know. Now, is this gonna troll any of the other series? The Blue Lock? No. If anything, I'm trying to get more out for y'all boys. So yeah, just let me know how much y'all want this, and I got y'all. We got the Madden. I low-key did troll the OG FIFA series I was planning on doing, but I had such a good idea with the Blue Lock, I had to go. And then y'all showed so much support, I had to go. But the Madden, the Bill Belichick series, the 2K series, none of these will be trolled. Just let me know how much y'all like it, show the support, and I got y'all. Simple as that. But today we're gonna be doing a tier list, ranking every single character. I'm gonna get into like how this is gonna be based off because I feel like everybody does it one way. So we'll get there. But if y'all do want more, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. Further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, hopping into it. Now, the way we're going to be ranking it, it's not going to be just based off the top level. This is going to be based off a couple different things. If you're playing by yourself, if you're playing ranked, if you're playing quick play, if you're playing low level, if you're playing high level, it's just pretty much ranking the balance of the character overall. How balanced is the character? Is he easy to play? Does he take skill? Is there a learn? I feel like a lot of these characters you can learn, and a lot of these characters are very balanced, but some are obviously just better and more worthwhile than others. Let's get into it. Now, they got this section off where we got tanks, DPS. I didn't even have to do it, and then we got support last. Me personally, I think that support are just by far the most or the best characters in the game, but with the last couple patches, I feel like they've kind of balanced that out a little bit where tanks might be more important now. But let's get into it. Hulk. Now, Hulk, I'm not gonna lie, Hulk got a lot of hype. Hulk, in my opinion, got a lot of hype. In my opinion, though, I don't think he's in that debate for the best tank. Like, I see a lot of people say that he might be the best tank in the game. I thoroughly disagree. I just don't really see it. I think that he has some good survivability, but with the wrong team, with the wrong setup, a Hulk can really lose you the game compared to other tanks. I just personally rather a lot of other tanks compared to Hulk. I'll say though, because of the team up with Iron Man, especially with the new Iron Man buff. By the way, the new patch just came out today. I would say it's still pretty good. Apparently, they kind of nerfed some things and buffed some things with Iron Man, so there's that with that team up as well. So there's that. But I must say Hulk is B. I don't think it's awful, but I don't think it's in the category of being arguably the best in the game. Captain America. Now, Captain America, I will be honest. I think that Captain America is an easier character to play on than Hulk. I feel like just hopping on Captain America, the ease of it is just a lot easier. Now, I do think if you play with a skilled Captain America, it's gonna be a lot harder. I honestly think that Captain America, in terms of the top level, you will probably see Hulk before you see Captain America. But I do think if you play with a good Captain America, that's going to be a very, very tough loss. I'm not going to lie. You play with a good, really any tank, it's going to be really kind of hard to lose. That's why I'm saying, like, tank might be the most important, to be honest right now. But Captain America, I think because of the survivability and with the ult, I'm not really that crazy about Hulk ult, to be honest. Captain America is one of those tanks I do feel like you need another tank with. But it's not, I feel like Hulk you 100% need another tank with. Captain America, you need another tank with, but you don't need it as much as Hulk, in my opinion. So I would personally say B, and I would put him above Hulk, personally. Then we got Doctor Strange. This is easily one of the best characters in the game. I honestly think he might be a little overhyped because I think a lot of people think he's the best character in the game, and I even have been saying it a lot until recently. I think he is in the debate. I think he has one of the best ults in the game. I think in terms of everything that he has as a tank is one of the best movesets in the game for a tank. I think Doctor Strange is very good. But as you play against Doctor Strange more and more, he kind of has a lot of ways you can kind of counter him right now. So, yeah, as more people kind of learn all these different things and play against, like, you pretty much play with a Doctor Strange or against a Doctor Strange almost every game because he's, like, probably the most popular tank. I don't know if that's a fact, but he's up there. I know you got to be up there. So, yeah, I'm going to say Doctor Strange is S. He's definitely in the debate for the best character in the game. But is he? We'll see. Groot. Honestly, Groot can be... I think the skill gap of Groot is one of the highest out of all the tanks. I think if you play with a really good Groot, that's going to be very interesting. There's so many different things you can do with Groot. You can do crazy combination ults. You can set up for other people to use ults. You can counter other people's ults. It's so many things that you can do with Groot. It's just crazy, in my opinion. Groot is a tank that you can play by yourself. Like Doctor Strange, you don't really need another tank with him. Groot got a lot of range. Is his range limitless? No, but he got a lot of range. It's a lot of different things you can do with Groot, to be honest. I low-key kind of, the more I talk about him, I kind of do want to put him in S. I do think I'm going to put him A, though. I like Groot, but I don't know if I can go S all the way. Then Magneto. Now, Magneto, in my opinion today, right now today, I think Magneto is the best tank in the game. I think Magneto's ult, one of the best in the game. I think Magneto's set in terms of survivability. Out of all the tanks, I would say he has the best survivability in the game. I think you can kill the most with Magneto. If you have to carry, Magneto's probably the best tank. If you solo queuing, probably the best tank. I'm going to be honest. Magneto, in my opinion right now, is the best tank in the game. And I think it is moving towards that in terms of popularity too. If you play Overwatch, he's pretty much Sigma. So there's that too. Sigma is very, very good on Overwatch as well. So yeah. Yeah. All right. Then we got Penny. Let me make sure I say her name right. Yeah, Penny Parker. I'm going to be honest. Penny is, if you're a shooting game guy, if you want to play tank, this is probably the tank for you. But the thing is, Penny is more of like a controller. So Penny has to play with another tank, personally. The only thing I'll say about Penny, though, like, if you play with a good Penny, you can definitely still lose. You can genuinely still lose, like, 100%. Like, I feel like you play with a good Magneto, a good Doctor Strange, a good Captain America, a good Groot, it's going to be really tough. Honestly, I may gotta move Hulk down to C, to be honest. Because that's another one that's not auto. If you play with a good Hulk, it's not auto, in my opinion. Penny, I'm going to be honest, man. Like, just the play style of Penny, they don't really play like a tank a lot of the time. They don't even like being in the front. It's like really a DPS that just has a lot of health. That's how they really like to play. So they don't usually even really play like a tank. If you're playing against a team that shoots the little things, whatever it's called, the little mine box, whatever you call it, to be honest, bro, that's a pretty big deal. Penny can take people out of their ults with the little capture thing. I will say that's a pretty big deal. Not a lot of these tanks can really do that. So I'll give Penny C. I think Penny is Penny might be D. Penny might be D. If there's a D tank, Penny might be that tank. I'm not gonna lie. Penny might be that tank. So I'll go D on Penny. But I do think used right, you can obviously make her seem like a way higher level tank than this. But I just feel like all the other tanks probably are better in the game. She probably has to be the worst tank in the game. Then we got the Thing. Thing is a new one. When he first came out, I was having fun on him. The only thing about the Thing is, as a support, he's the easiest tank in the game to heal by far. He's the easiest tank in the game to heal. Low key, I'm moving Groot up. Groot, I'm not gonna lie. Going against Groot, not gonna lie. Groot can make it harder for you to heal your teammates. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That boxing stuff, yeah, nah. Groot actually might gotta be S. Yeah, Groot with the boxing stuff where you can literally make it harder. You can box supports in for your teammates. Nah, Groot gotta be S. Off that, the boxing stuff that he can do. You play with a good Groot that know what they doing, Groot can really be a problem. Is he the best tank? No. But he can really be a problem in the right hands. The Thing, I really do like the Thing. The only thing I'll say about the Thing is, as easy as he is to heal, he is the easiest character in the game to damage. So say for instance, you're going against Moonlight that already has the reflecting. That's going to be a problem for a lot already. It just, in terms of any character hitting, whether it's support, DPS, tank, is the easiest character in the game to hit. Now, I will say, it's a lot of things that's nice about the Thing in terms of him not being able to be moved. It's a lot of things I like about the Thing. It's just, in my opinion, I think that there are better choices at tank, personally. Now, now there is a thing called Wolverine. Wolverine is a problem for pretty much every tank in the game. The Thing somewhat is fine because you can't move him. So there's that. Like a Groot ult, as a Thing, you will be stuck, but you don't get pulled into the same spot as the rest of your team. So there's that. Now, I don't even know if that's really a good or a bad thing, to be honest, because like I said, the Thing is a big thing. So you're going to be able to be healed, but you're going to take a lot of damage. But when you take a lot of damage, you block shots from your teammates. But if you're going against a guy like, I guess, Moon Knight, that kind of backfires. But yeah, you being displaced and letting your teammates be in the group kind of can backfire too. So that one's a weird one. I'll probably say the Thing is C with Hulk. I feel like Hulk and the Thing kind of are played similar, in my opinion. They're kind of in the same realm to me. Then we got Thor. Thor is probably my favorite to play on. Thor, I'm going to be honest, in the right hands is definitely S. You could really argue Thor is the second best tank in the game because he counters all of those. He counters Magneto perfectly. He counters Doctor Strange perfectly. Groot, I ain't gonna lie. Groot in the right hands, it's kind of hard to counter a Groot. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard to kind of fully counter a Groot. So I don't know about Groot as a Thor person. I'm not gonna lie. Groot is a tougher one. Captain America, not really. He don't really. I mean, he can obviously kill all these characters, but he doesn't counter those guys. But if you want to talk about the two best tanks in the game, Thor is a direct counter to that. Penny is awful for against Thor people. I'm not gonna lie. Penny is bad. Like if you're going against a Thor, Penny is just kind of useless, in my opinion. Thor can attack the back line. He can hold the front line. Bro, Thor is just a brawler. He can whatever you need, he can do it. He kind of like a DPS tank that really can play tank. The only thing is, bro, I just kind of prefer the guys with the shields because it's so important to be able to protect your healers because the healers, like I said, they probably are the best characters. Are they most important now? They probably are, but it's kind of moving towards the tanks, like I said. So I think I want to say S because this is my favorite character, but I gotta be fair. I gotta say A. I'm gonna say A. Now, if you want to say S, I'm not mad at it, but I'm gonna say A. I think, bro, the survivability. Once you figure out his moveset, it's really tough to die if you have the right support with you. But I will say, is his survivability Magneto? No. Is his survivability Captain America? No. Is his survivability Venom? No. I don't think he's like a tank that you can just sit out there and try to like dive and just expect to just survive that. I don't think he's a tank that you can just keep on the front line. He's a guy that has to be all over the place. Front lines, back line, attacking the healers. You can focus on the tanks. You can do a lot, but if it's more than like, if you're outnumbered, that's not the play, in my opinion. I don't think it's really the play for a lot of tanks, but a lot of other tanks like Magneto, Doctor Strange, Groot, if they're outnumbered, they can do a lot of different things that will be fine. But the thing that I really like about Thor compared to the rest of these, Thor can displace players. So, say for instance, you got a healer. He can take, it's kind of similar to what Wolverine can do to tanks. Thor can literally take a tank and move them to a place that they don't want to be. Now, either their whole team is out of place or that tank is out of place. He can do the same thing to a healer. He can do the same thing to a DPS. Maybe they have a DPS that's just carrying the team. He can do that to pretty much anybody in the game, and that's just it. Now, he got the Thor Force. He got the X button or square or whatever button that is where you can shoot the lightning. I feel like his ult is low-key kind of what holds him back too. Because you think about the Groot ult, Doctor Strange ult, Magneto ult, all those ults are S-tier ults in the game, in my opinion. Like, Penny ult is okay. Hulk ult is okay. The Thing actually has a pretty good ult too. So I like the Thing ult. But for the most part, yeah, I would say A. Then we got Venom. Venom is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing on Venom a lot lately. Venom is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. If you're solo queue, Venom might be the most underrated solo queue rank or just solo queue tank in the game. The only thing I say about Venom, he's okay. I didn't say this about Thor. I would say Thor, you do need another tank. Personally, I do. I think he's just better off with another tank. I don't think you really need another tank with the S. The only one you might need another one is Groot, but you don't really need one, to be honest. I think you need another tank with Thor. Captain America is more so on the need than you don't need, but you don't fully need another tank with Captain America. Every other tank, though, I think you need another tank. The Thing is better off with another tank. Hulk is 100% better off with another tank. Thor is 100% better off. I feel like all those at the top, they're better off with another tank, obviously, but they genuinely don't need it. Venom, I think, might be in the same boat as Thor. But the only thing I dislike about Venom in comparison to Thor is he's out of the mix a lot. Like, Thor is all over the place. He's in the mix, he's in the mix, back line, front line, taking out DPS, taking out healers. He's just focusing on whatever the team needs. Venom kind of is more of like a dive tank. He's pretty much just a dive tank, to be honest. Like, you need to be focused. You can be front line, but you really mostly need to be focusing on taking out the support and stuff like that, to be honest. You can do a lot of damage on Venom. You can do it kind of fast, too. I probably have to say Venom is B, bro. I probably would have to say Venom is B, to be honest. I do think Venom is good. I just don't know if it's on the same level as Thor. I feel like Thor just brings so much to the table. I feel like out of all the tanks, Thor might have like the one set that like just does the most damage. So yeah, I do think that there was a lot of things that kind of did nerf Doctor Strange from being the best. Like, they trolled his health, they made his ult take longer. So if those things never happened, that may be the best still. But I do think they nerfed it. Now, moving on into DPS. That's pretty much the tank tier list. DPS, first one, Black Panther. Black Panther in the right hands is ridiculous. In terms of the time to kill, is one of the highest. Or if you get the combination, if you get that right, you play that down, you go against the right person, it's nice. Now, the only thing I'll say about Black Panther, it'll be a lot of times where the Black Panther's just not doing anything. Like, they're just waiting to strike, waiting to pounce. That can be kind of annoying. And it's not like Spider-Man will be out to play a lot, but at least Spider-Man will be be getting attention. He'll be causing commotion. Like, he'll like stagger the other team to like take their attention away from what they really should be doing. Black Panther just be hiding, really. Like, he'll just be hiding, and he'll hide the longest out of any of the dive characters, really. Depending on how you feel about Scarlet Witch and Psylocke, I guess they kind of be hiding too. I don't know if they hide to the same extent as Black Panther, though. Black Panther be hiding, man. Like, bro, he be hiding, just waiting to pounce. I think it's very good. It's a very good DPS. I just don't think he's. I was like over a week ago. I probably was saying like in terms of being a support going against the Black Panther because he's so hard to hit. It's a lot that goes into why I would probably say he's one of the most annoying guys to go against as a support sometimes. And if it's in the right hands, yes. If it's in the wrong hands, it's not really a problem. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll say B. I'll say B. Now, where do I put him in B? He's not better than Venom. Venom probably should be A. Venom and Captain America in the same tier just don't sit. I mean, they kind of do similar things. Captain America can be is a guy that can be attack the back line. He's a guy that can be front line. He's a guy that has really good survivability. I'm not gonna lie. I'm keeping him B. And then I'm going Black Panther B. Is Black Panther better than Captain America? I'm not gonna lie. Captain America is definitely probably the most annoying thing to go against. I'm not gonna lie. He probably is. Like, I'm not gonna even cap. Black Panther pretty annoying. I'll put Black Panther at the back of B. Black Widow. I'm not gonna lie. Black Widow. I would against a couple good Black Widows. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And when you go against a good Black Widow, they're most likely the MVP because like they get a lot of final hits and stuff like that. Like if you a flying character, Black Widow's pretty good to counter you for the most part. But Black Widow, they're not really. You can't really one shot with Black Widow. That's like a big difference between Overwatch and this game. Like Widowmaker is crazy in the right hands because they can one shot. Black Widow can't one shot. So there's that. So I'm gonna be honest. Even with how much you can do, it's kind of tough. Now her ult, you can slow people down and stuff. So it kind of makes it easier to hit people and stuff like that. I'm trying. I'm gonna probably have to say F. Like, if Black Widow's on your team, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be a hard one. It just is what it is. But in the right hands, they can be solid, but like best in the game, nah. Hawkeye, in my opinion, has one of the. I really like Hawkeye. I like his ult. He's one. I think he's the. No, Punisher can one shot too with the shotgun, but for the most part, Hawkeye, he can one shot. And a lot of people don't really. I don't even know if a lot of people know that. Like, he can really one shot. I will say Hawkeye is a guy that does take skill though. He is. But if you kind of get his tech down, you can be kind of crazy with Hawkeye. Hawkeye's a weird one to rank. He kind of provides something that other people do, but other people do better, in my opinion. But that one-shot ability, if somebody masters that, that's something that no other character can really do from the range he can do it. Like, with Punisher, you have to be pretty much right on somebody to one-shot somebody. And when I'm saying one-shot, you're not one-shotting a tank, obviously. But, yeah. That's a tough one. That's honestly a tough one. I didn't even talk about team-ups for a lot of these characters because I'm not really basing it completely off team-ups. Team-ups are important, but I feel like some people overrate the team-ups of how important it is to have a team-up on every single team. I feel like there's combinations outside of team-ups that are low-key more important than team-ups. Like, I'm not going to lie. I seen, like, Wolverine and Namor got crazy team-ups with their ults. It's a lot of things that can do team-ups outside of just the team-up, in my opinion. So I don't really base it off that. I'm just basing it off the character on their own, for the most part. Hawkeye. That's a tough one. These DPS gonna be a little weird to rank. I feel like for as good Hawkeye is, he's low-key easy to kill. kind of similar to Black Widow. But I think I know I would rather have a Hawkeye on my team, so I'll say C. I'll say C. I think I probably would rather have a Black Panther on my team, to be honest, too. Then Hela. Hela is very, very good. Hela is very, very good. If you have, I'm not gonna lie, Hawkeye is very, very good too. If you have Magneto, I'm not gonna lie, Hawkeye is a weird one. Hawkeye is a weird one. I'm actually gonna move Groot down. Hela's a. Oh man, this is tough. I didn't even think about comparing like Hawkeye and Hela. Hela is actually really good. Still, they nerfed her and she's still good. She got one of the best ults in the game. She can two-shot from any distance. Any distance. Any distance. She's hit scan. Hela's very good. Very good. She got really like good abilities that mesh well with her main stuff. Yeah, I think Hela, like in terms of ease of using it, yeah, I think it's actually pretty easy to use too. I would probably have to say Hela's a S. To be honest, I do think she's probably she's in that conversation for best DPS in the game, in my opinion. Human Torch, I think Human Torch was already pretty good before the buff. To be honest, I feel like they really only buffed him because the choice percentage probably wasn't high enough for them. I thought he was pretty good. He was one of the more annoying players or characters to go against, to be honest. For some reason, a lot of the like air people, they don't like targeting each other. I don't know why. Now, I will say, if you're going against a Hela and you're an air person, good luck. If you're going against a Spider-Man and you're an air person, it's another probably good luck, to be honest. Well, Human Torch, I'm going to be honest, actually got some stuff he can do if he goes against like a Spider-Man, because you got to think about it. The way his abilities work, he does more damage when people are close. He got like an uppercut he can do. It's a lot of things you can do with Human Torch, to be real. I honestly like Human Torch, to be honest. I think he's pretty good. I would probably put Human Torch B. I'm not going to put him above. I'm going to probably put him at the back because, like I said, I haven't been able to play the patch. So I don't know how much he got buffed. So he probably could be higher, but I actually like Human Torch. I like the little area damage he can put on the ground. I like the dive he can do where he can position himself. I'm not gonna lie, the flying in terms of the speed, there's no speed to it at all. I don't know, that it like barely changes. Like it's not even the biggest difference at all. But I do like Human Torch a lot. Iron Fist, they definitely nerfed Iron Fist. Like it was supposed to be a buff, but they low-key nerfed him. They tried to make him like a I guess another tank destroyer, but he's not really that good at that, to be honest. I think they nerfed him for what he was really good at. He was good at targeting support. He's not very good at that anymore, in my opinion. I think they nerfed the mess out of that, where he can do damage based off like the health of other people. In my opinion, I don't really like it. I do think he has some pretty interesting things in terms of DPS. Like he can block stuff, he can reflect stuff, he can do a lot of stuff that a lot of other characters can't. In my opinion, they kind of just trolled his character a little bit. Like he was one of the better dive characters in the game easily before they nerfed him, and now he's just okay in my opinion. I think he's C. I'll put him there with Hawkeye. Like in the right hands, obviously he can still be very good, but like he's fun to play. Don't get it twisted. He's still very, very fun to play. Like it's only so many characters that you can get what you get out of him. But yeah, I would say C. Iron Man, I'm not gonna lie. Iron Man is definitely one of the easier characters in the game to play. I will say though, not having a lot of experience on Iron Man, I will say, brother, you go against a Spider-Man, good luck. I don't even know what you're supposed to do to a Spider-Man as Iron Man. Like, only thing I can tell you, you go against a Spider-Man, get off of him. Like, there's literally nothing. Playing against him a couple games, bro, literally, I was going crazy. Spider-Man, somebody put Spider-Man on the team. Every single time, it was rough after that. Like, it was really rough. But yeah, Iron Man is a good character. He kind of reminds me of like the Moon Knights, the Squirrel Girls, where he can kill, but he can also like get people very low for a lot. Like if you're playing with a dive, he can get people low where your dive can just go in there and pounce. Like he's a good combination DPS character, in my opinion. I probably would rather the other two than Iron Man. But the thing that he has that the other two don't is that he can fly and he's in the air. One thing about the guys that fly in the air, they don't really get shot at a lot compared to the guys that's on the ground. But on the alternative, they also don't get healed a lot. So it kind of goes both ways. Iron Man is pretty good though. I would probably say Iron Man, and they did just buff him, but it seemed like they did some nerfs and buffs at the same time. So we'll see if that's really a buff. I guess you can say they patched them more than updated them. But I'll say B. I don't know. I said Human Torch is gonna be at the back of B, so I'll put them there. But they both got changed, so yeah, I'll just put them at the back too. Magik. Magik is one of the best DPS in the game. I think she is in the conversation for best DPS in the game. In terms of dive, that's the best dive character, in my opinion. I do. I'm trying to look at it. That's the best dive character. Wolverine not a dive. If Wolverine is a dive, then that's debatable. I'm not gonna lie. Wolverine is a weird one because Wolverine is like a tank buster, but he can dive tanks. But I think of dive more so attacking the backline. Crazy. But I think Magik is the best at that, personally. It's just, though, is the best dive character S tier. I'm going to put her S tier off the simple fact that I think that she's the best dive character. Do I think Magik is better than Hela? I think what Hela can bring to a team where she can hit a person and they'll be instantly one shot. Like, I was watching my friends play, like, because you can spectate anybody in the game. Bro, they was playing against a Hela, and, bro, there was nothing they could do. Like, it was literally nothing they could do. Like, they was playing a good Hela. There was literally nothing they could do. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Hela is a character that can really break a game. So, yeah. I mean, Magik can do that, too. But, like, she don't have to, like, take no chances or risks. She can just stay with the team and do that. Like, she can make it to where, like, teams can't even peek her. Like, that's nothing. I don't think there's another DPS that's like that. Like, you can't even peek a good Hela sometimes. Like, that's a real problem. So, yeah. And she's not like a person that has to flank and get in position like a Moon Knight. She can just stay backline and just keep doing that. So, yeah. Mr. Fantastic. I be seeing Mr. Fantastic get put F tier a lot. I really don't think people know how to use Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic got some stuff to him that a lot of characters, really no other DPS can do. Like, you got Wolverine that can target tanks. You got all the dive characters that do what they do. But Mr. Fantastic can be like a semi-tank. He can be a dive. But I would say he's just really a brawler. I feel like him and Thor are like, they're kind of similar in terms of like, they're just their own characters in their tier, in like their category. Like, he's literally like his own little character that nobody else in his category does. Now, honestly, I don't even know if he's that hard to use either, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's that hard to use at all. If you know how to, like, if you know the tech to be able to get the big version of Mr. Fantastic, you have crazy survivability as a DPS character. Like, it just is what it is. And when you're in that big character, you do more damage. So you get tons of health. Yeah, I don't know, man. For Mr. Fantastic, I don't really get the hate with Mr. Fantastic at all. He's one of the best characters in the game. I personally think he's A. Now, even if you don't really know how to use him, I really don't see how you can put him low because he's very easy to use. I really don't see the hate for Mr. Fantastic. Oh, the ult. All right, the ult is not good. So the ult will bring him down to B. Loki. The ult will bring him down to B. I'll give you that. The ult will bring him down to B. Outside the ult, though, he's a very good character. But the ult is not good. It's not the worst. It's in the debate. It's in the debate for the worst. I ain't gonna lie. All right, Moon Knight. This is just gonna have to go down to, is Moon Knight a S tier character? I literally don't know if he's S tier. Moon Knight is tough. Moon Knight is tough. I probably have to say he's S. I probably would have to say he's S, bro. Like the damage he can do, like he's not one of those characters that would do damage to one. When he's doing damage, he's most likely doing damage to two or more. And he's doing it to where like they're getting one shot. Like there's no other character that really does that. Maybe Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl's like the closest, but not like him. She doesn't do it like him, in my opinion. I would say Moon Knight is a S. I would put him above Magic, to be honest. I would put him above Magic. I think Moon Knight, he got one of the best ults in the game. Like his ult works so really well with the convoy game mode. It works so well with the domination game mode. It just works. His ult works in a lot of situations. So yeah, I do think, yeah, that's an S tier. Namor, I'm not gonna lie. Namor is in the debate for the best overall character in the game, in my opinion. Now, I'm not gonna lie, his ult is it's low-key overrated. It's good. Is his ult better than Moon Knight? Moon Knight pretty much has the same ult, but better. Just is what it is. If you hear like a hela ult, everybody's running. Like, everybody's running. Magic, you hear a magic ult, everybody's running. Namor, I'm not gonna lie, like, it works well, but it's better with others. It's not really good on its own. It's good on its own, but it's not really good on its own, in my opinion. Like, I feel like every other ult in S probably is one of the best ults in the game. But Namor is the character that counters dive. He counters every dive character in the game. It could be Magic. It could be Venom. It doesn't matter, bro. He counters all of them. Iron Fist, Black Panther, Spider-Man. He counters all the dive. In terms of killing, like if you have a team that's struggling to finish guys, struggling to get kills, Namor probably is the best character in the game for probably that type of stuff, in my opinion. Outside of dive, low key. But like dive, if you playing with bad dives and they're not getting kills, I would say Namor's the guy for that, in my opinion. In terms of killing people, Namor's the guy, in my opinion, in the game. Like, and it really, like, it takes no skill, but once you like actually get the tech down with him, he goes to a different level. Namor is very good. That's my favorite DPS in the game by far. I was arguing with my friend about the best DPS, and he told me Namor. I was like, bro, that you're capping, you're chatting, bro. Like he counters the dive characters. That's it. Nah, he does so much more. He's so good. Yeah, when you play, he gets banned for a reason. Like it's just what it is. Like, so yeah, he's S. A Loki, I'm lowering Magic. Like I don't know if she's. Oh, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Magic is a tough one. Psylocke has one of the best ults in the game too, especially for what she likes to target. Psylocke's Loki a dive, and she likes to target the back line. It's pretty much auto kill on the healers, pretty much, and it's really hard to block it. So that's another thing. Psylocke is a very, very good character. She can kill fast. The closer you are, the more damage she does. She has one of the fastest tech kill combinations in the game. Psylocke is very, very good. She got a getaway. Yeah, Psylocke is very, very good. I would say, man, Psylocke is tough. That's another reason why I probably put Magic A, because Psylocke, if you want to say it, has a debate where you could probably say she's A, or the best dive in the game, in my opinion. I like Psylocke a lot. Wanda, I'm gonna be honest. Wanda is like for like a lot of people, they'll say she's the no skill. I'm not gonna lie. Wanda is one of the most annoying characters in the game. She counters like all the flying troops. Simple as that. If you're going against a Spider-Man that's just destroying your team, counters him. She low-key counters like all dive too, because like she doesn't have to aim at all. She can literally stop them in place from moving. Like Wanda is actually pretty underrated. I'm literally just realizing it right now as I'm talking about it. She can do like she got ways that she can do damage fast. She can get out of anything. She got a getaway. I'm not gonna lie, Wanda is very good. You can play with Wanda a lot of ways. You can play with her on dive. You can flank. She's really a flank character, so that's just what she is. I guess that's dive, but not really. I'm really thinking, but stopping me from putting her A with Psylocke. She actually has a solid ult. I feel like it's easy to counter her ult compared to like Psylocke. In my opinion, I feel like you can just, if your team is not stupid, you can just shoot her, and it's like her ult is useless at that point. Like if you have a team that just not stupid and kind of competent, you can just shoot her. So her ult can be very bad, but also can be very good. So like you playing against, like in some lobbies, her ult is OP. Some lobbies, her ult is kind of useless. So that's just what it is. I would probably have to say, Wanda's B. I'll put it behind Black Panther. I think that she kind of underrated. Spider-Man is so annoying. Spider-Man is the skill gap character of the game, in my opinion. Like you play with a good Spider-Man, like that's a big deal. Now, is Spider-Man gonna save you? No, he's not. Like he's not saving you from, like, if you're going against a better team, he's not gonna just carry you. In my opinion, he's not. But he can be a problem. He can. Spider-Man is tough. Spider-Man is kind of tough, man. I'm lucky gonna lower Black Panther. Kind of feel like I'm chatting on Black Panther a little bit. Spider-Man. He don't really do a lot of damage, but like he's a guy that like has to kill. Like if he's not killing, then you kind of have a bad Spider-Man. Like because he's not gonna do a lot of damage. But for support, he's definitely probably Magik, pretty annoying. Psylocke, pretty annoying, but I feel like those two characters are easier to hit than Spider-Man. But Magik is a problem with that teleport she can do. So there's that. But Spider-Man's pretty annoying. Spider-Man is pretty annoying. I probably have to say Spider-Man's B. I was gonna say C, but I'll probably say he's B. He's B. And the only reason I put Black Panther down here because I'm really noticing like all these characters have a way of like getting out. Magik not as much, but Magik at least can teleport. You know what I'm saying? Like she can teleport from place to place and stuff like that. Like so, like it's glimpses where you can't see her at all. Psylocke she has to get out. Wanda has to get out. Spider-Man has to get out. He don't really got to get out. He's not really a dive though. Like all these other characters, you could kind of say dive or flank. Like this is what it is. So I had to lower Black Panther because of that, and his ult isn't that good either. Like in the right hands, it's good. It's kind of remind me of like Thor. It's underrated, but it's not like top one of the best in the game at all, by no means. Then you got probably the easiest character to just pick up. To be honest, this character is so easy. I feel like once you realize how easy Moon Knight is, he's probably the easiest. But until you like actually figure out what makes Moon Knight easy, she's probably the easiest character. Like this character, Loki takes no skill. Like you don't even have to really like know what you're doing. Like you're gonna get a lot of damage. It's simple as that. Now, the skill that comes to the people that's actually know what they're doing and accurate. They know how to get out of the jams and stuff like that. That's when it gets crazy. Like when you play against an accurate squirrel girl, that is very annoying, to be honest. Cause like if they know what they're doing, they're hard to kill, and they're killing you fast, and they're doing damage to a lot of people at the same time too. Squirrel Girl can be very, very much a problem, and they get their ults. Squirrel Girl probably get their ult the fastest in the game. It's one of the fastest in the game for sure though. I don't know if it's the fastest. I would put Squirrel Girl I would put her. I'll put her there. And I love Thor, but I'll put her there. Star-Lord, I'm not gonna lie, Star-Lord is probably the most. I'm thinking about it. He's not the most. I feel like these next four are really all balanced for what they do. Like, Storm is like the balanced flying troop in the game, in my opinion. Like, Storm probably has the best DPS ult in the game. I'm trying to think. Storm probably has the best DPS ult in the game. It's pretty much an automatic 2 kills. If you can't get 2 kills with a Storm ult, either you timed it wrong or you don't know what you're doing. It's pretty hard not to do that. And they buffed it by having a team up with, bro. So, yeah, Storm is pretty balanced. But Star-Lord, it's really tough to not say he's not balanced. Like, he got to get away. He can fly. He can do... The spur damage he can do is crazy. His ult is... I don't know why, but his ult lasts forever. It's pretty much an auto kill. Automatic. So, like... It's a lot of things you can do. Oh, another thing that I kind of forgot to mention on Thor, like, say for instance you're in overtime and you got somebody that's being annoying that's just not getting off the point, it's hard to get them off the point, you can't kill them. Thor can just push them off the point. I forgot about that though. So yeah, but yeah, Star-Lord. It's a lot of things you can do with Star-Lord. I would probably put Star-Lord. I do think there's better characters than him, so I'll put him A. Storm, in my opinion, Storm is S. Probably the best DPS ult in the game. In my opinion, the best flying troop in the game by far. She got crazy team ups. Like, it's just what it is. Now, how likely are people to pick her team ups? Like, I don't think a lot. Like, Thor is not a top 3 picked tank in the game. And you're usually only going to play with like 1 or 2 tanks. You'll very rarely play with 3. And if you do play with 1 or 2, low-key Penny gets picked more. The Thing gets picked more because he's new. Hulk gets picked more. I'm not going to lie. Thor is low-key one of the least picked tanks in the game. Him and Captain America, I would probably say are the 2 least I play with. So, yeah. So, you don't really play with Thor a lot. And you get... Did I call bro Flamethrower? Bro, what did I call bro? I don't know what I called bro, but I meant Human Torch. So, shout out to bro. I'll be calling bro Flamethrower. But yeah, Human Torch. Johnny. But yeah, Storm is very, very good. She got ways that she can boost her and her team in her circle damage. She got a lot of things that she can do, but I think Storm is the best flying character in the game. Star-Lord, you could argue is S. I'm not mad at somebody that says he's S, but I would disagree. Punisher, like I said, one of the only characters in the game that can 2-shot. He literally got he got stuff for anybody that any situation. He's extremely balanced. He somewhat has to get out of jail. He can use his smoke and he can use his zip line. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see Punishers use that. I don't really see people use that tech to get out of jams. I feel like Punisher is probably the easiest. I feel like people it's Squirrel Girl and Punisher probably the two easiest DPS in the game to use. Punisher's ult is crazy too. Is Loki a little overrated? I don't think it's good. It probably is in the debate for the best. I just think there's other ults that are better. Like, people hear Punisher, it's like hella. It's like running away. Like, those two are very good ults. Is it the best? It's in the debate, I guess. It's in the debate. I think the Storm one is better. So that's just what it is. I really do like Punisher's ult, though. He got the little turret he can do. He got a lot. He reminds me of Bastion and Soldier from Overwatch. I would probably have to say he's very well-rounded. I would probably have to put him A, and I would put him right there at Groot. I would put him behind Magik. Punisher is very good in my opinion. He's very balanced. It's like a lot of things you can do with him. And then Bucky is the clearest S like ever, in my opinion. Like, he got so much he can do. He can pull. He got crazy. Like, he got the uppercut. He got the displacement from the pull. He got, oh man, Bucky got so much. He got so much. He can get his abilities back based off of stuff faster. He got one of the best ults in the game. But if somebody told me Bucky's ult is the best one in the game, I'm not mad at it. Like, Bucky's ult is crazy. Bucky's ult is crazy. You can do it up to like 7 times or something like that. That might make it the best ult in the game. I'm not gonna lie. But the only thing I say is, like, Storm is automatic kills. Bucky is not automatic kills. It's not. So, yeah. But if it's in the right hands, they know what they're doing. Yeah, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck, bro. It's good luck. It's good luck. It's genuinely good luck. S tier. I think Bucky and Namor and Hela are the 3 best DPS in the game. No, I would say Bucky and Namor are the 2 best DPS in the game. To be honest. Yeah, I would say those 2. After that, it does get a little rough. I'm low-key bringing Storm down, and I'm bringing Psylocke down, too. And I'm low-key going to bring these down. I'm low-key bringing those down. I feel like I was clogging too much. Low-key bring Iron Fist down, too. Wolverine. I don't know why I brought these down, bro, because Wolverine is a really tough one to rank, man. Wolverine counters Magneto. He counters pretty much every tank in the game. Only one I don't think he really counters as a main is Thor. Because, like, if you know what you're doing on Thor, you can really make it to where, like, Wolverine has no real effect on you, honestly. You just have to really know what you're doing. Like, if you're trying to fight a Wolverine one-on-one, I guess, like, if you don't know what you're doing, that's an L. That's an L, but, like, you can get out of a Wolverine. Now, if a Wolverine ulting you, that's different, brother. I'm not gonna lie. That's not even the same thing. I'm not gonna cap. But, like, if you just fighting a Wolverine one-on-one, like, you just get caught in that, like, he pulls you away from the, if he pulls you away from your team, like, he's probably the only tank that can get out of that. I guess a Hulk and a Thing. Nah. I mean, Thing is definitely fine against Wolverine. Thing is definitely fine against Wolverine, to be honest. Hulk, though, Venom might be able to get out of that, too. I ain't gonna lie, though. Wolverine can definitely destroy Venom. Captain America could be kind of cool, but, yeah, Wolverine is pretty unbalanced with a lot of stuff he can do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he pretty unbalanced. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, just thinking about all the people that you can combine his ult with, like, Iron Man, not really Venom. Psylocke you can combine it with. Who else? I mean, everybody in S tier, obviously, like Bucky, Namor, Magneto, Moon Knight. You can pretty much combine his stuff with all of those guys. Um, you could do a combination with Groot Loki. That would be some bullshit. I guess you could do Storm and Thor, but like, yeah, I guess I get to you, but yeah, bro, Wolverine. He's like the only character that brings to the table what he brings in the game. Like they tried to make Iron Fist do it, it don't work, in my opinion. It's not as good, not nearly as good in my opinion. So, just what it is. Um, I might gotta put him S off that alone, bro. Like that's like a. I don't really personally fully agree with banning DPS. The only two I understand completely is Namor because of what he does to dive, and Wolverine what he does to tanks. And based off the fact that I said earlier, tanks are the most important in the game. Wolverine has to be S tier. I'm sorry, he gotta be S tier. That brother, like, what he can do is just stupid. It's just stupid. All right, now we get into the best characters in the game, in my opinion, because I'm not gonna lie, support are really wild. Now, obviously they're not broken, but they're really, really wild in this game. Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock in the right hands is really, 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 really crazy. Like he can do crazy damage. He can do a lot of heals. And he has one of the best ults in the game in terms of no, he has one of the most underrated ults. I'm not gonna say one of the best. It's definitely one of the most underrated. Is it one of the best? In the right hand, in the wrong hands, hell no. They'll be you control your team crazy with an Adam Warlock ult. There's a lot of things you can do with Adam Warlock. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Soul Bond is really good. I'm not gonna lie. Soul Bond with like an Invisible Woman, a Loki, a Cloak and Dagger. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much any of these guys, it's really, really broken. It's really, really bad. It's really, really broken, man. Like it's really, really a problem. So there's that. That's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. Like they literally are the best characters in the game. They really are. I'm not gonna lie. I like the fact that there's like one like weird character for every category. Like you got Thor for the tanks, you got Wolverine and Mr. Fantastic for the DPS, and then you got Loki for like the support. Like no other character in support does anything like Loki. Like this is what it is. Adam Warlock, I'll probably have to say. I'm really trying to think about the best healers in the game. I don't think he's a tier below them. I'll probably put him B, but I'll put him high B. I really do like Loki a lot. I'll put him here. I'll put him there. Cloak and Dagger. They Loki just buffed and nerfed her. Like she does more healing with her like regular, but for the most part they nerfed her better thing that was good for healing. So that was really good for your survivability too. So they kind of trolled your survivability a little bit with that. But she got a lot of things that no other healer can do. Like the little disappear thing she can do. Like she can get out of any ult with that. That's pretty broken. I'm not gonna lie. Like you playing against a good Cloak and Dagger, she can be really tough to kill. She probably you play against a good Rocket. That's a tough one to kill. A good Shark. That's a tough one to kill. So she probably the third hardest one to kill. I mean, Adam Warlock can kind of just keep healing himself too. I'll probably still say she third though. Is she still S though? I would probably say she's not S no more. I'll put her A. I would put her. That's a tough one. I would put her there because low-key, her cloak can low-key be a DPS. Her cloak can low-key be a DPS. Invisible Woman, in my opinion, is the best healer in the game now. In my opinion. So I would probably have to say she go there. She probably the best healer in the game now. So I'll probably say she's S. Like her ult. The only thing I say about her ult, she get it fast, but it don't last. It doesn't last long. Yeah, but she got to get away with the little way she can go invisible. She got a lot of ways she can heal. I think she's S. I think she's S. Then we got the shark. Shark survivability is stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's low-key kind of broken. I don't know if this is a fact, but he seemed like he do the most damage out of all the healers in terms of like the little shot he can do with his little thing. He got a lot of like tech he can do for healing that's really, really good. Shark is actually kind of underrated, to be honest. It's just like sharks don't play like, even when you play against play with a good shark, they don't really play, in my opinion, the perfect way for what they're meant to be played. Like, what you'll really find a lot of times, like, the shark will just be out of position a lot, and as a healer, so it kind of can be counterproductive off that alone. So I might gotta put the shark C. No, I'm gonna put him B. I'm gonna put him B. No, he's not on the same tier as Adam Warlock. In my opinion, he's not. I'll put him C, and I'll put him here. And then we got Loki. I think Loki is the best support in the game. He can take anybody's ult, brother. He probably gets his ult the fastest in the game. Not gonna lie. Like, I know about the little number, but he gets that number faster than anybody else, it feels like. Playing on him, bro, you get the ult like every minute 30, it feels like. I promise. Like, maybe even not a minute 30. You can, like, maybe even 30 to a minute. Like, you get it so fast. You, like, almost get it instantly. You almost get it too fast. You can do crazy damage. You can do crazy heals with him. If you know what you're doing, you pretty much have two ults, by the way, with the little... bro, let me see what it's called, bro. I gotta make sure I get that right. What is it called, bro? The little thing you can do. What is it called? It is called Regeneration Domain. I did not know that's what that was called. That's Loki kind of a trash. That's kind of a trash name for it. I'm not gonna lie. But that Loki is an ult that can protect you and whoever's in that. Like, it's a tank shield, brother. Like, that, I don't think people understand. Like, that is generally like a ult level thing. And you get it back a lot faster than pretty much any ult in the game. So, he has that. And he can copy any ult in the game. So, say for instance, if you think Bucky's the best ult in the game, you can switch to Bucky for like 30 seconds and shoot with Bucky and then ult with Bucky. You can do the same thing with any other character. Loki might be the best character in the game. He might be the best character in the game. Like, you literally can do anything on Loki. Like, say for instance, you're a person that plays on a lot of characters. So, say for instance, you know how to play with a lot of characters. You're going to be 10 times better with a Loki than a lot of other people because they don't play on a lot of characters. So, say for instance, you're just like a one-trick cloak and dagger. Probably the easiest character in the game to use because you don't really have to aim anything. You don't have to aim the heals. You don't have to aim the damage. So, you probably wouldn't be that good on a lot of other characters. But if you're a person that play a lot of characters, Loki's going to be really broken because you know how to play on a lot of characters. You know how to use these ults. You know how to use these things. Because you're going to be it's going to be a part of when you switch to a character where you're not going to be able to be in the ult and you can do some stuff with that. So, that's just what it is. I'm not going to lie. I'm putting Loki top. Like, bro, he can literally copy anybody. He can copy anybody in the game. He can copy anybody. Yeah, that's the best character. I'm sorry. That's the best character. And he got crazy survivability tech where he can use the deception to get out of anything. Brother. He can switch between his clones. He can spam his clones. Like, so you can, like, be a 6v6. Say, for instance, your team leaves. You can now have 8 people. You can have 7 people. You have 6 people again because you got clones. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. This brother is a problem. That brother Loki is a problem. You play against a good Loki. I will say there is a definite skill gap to Loki, though. Because you play with a bad Loki, he's not going to do any heals. He's not going to do damage. He's not going to know how to use the ults. He's not going to know how to do a lot of stuff. He's not even going to know how to use his runes. But you play with a good Loki, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Like, solo queue Loki is really good. Really good. Bro, if you look at the high up, you're going to probably see a Loki in pretty much every game. Loki is really good, man. Loki's really good. Then Luna Snow, in my opinion, right now, best healer ult in the game. Cloak and Dagger ult got nerfed. It's just what it is. You don't get it as fast, and it doesn't last as long, and it's not as good for the heals because you can't do the stacks things no more. Invisible Woman ult probably would be the best if it lasted longer because you get it so much faster. But I'm not gonna lie, playing on Luna Snow and playing on Invisible Woman, I feel like you get Luna Snow's ult faster even though it's a higher number. Could be just me. But it lasts significantly longer. And there's also another thing that you can't get in the Invisible Woman ult that you can get with Luna Snow. You can buff people's damage. That's not regular that you can do with any other ult for healers. So, yeah. I think Luna Snow probably got the best support ult in the game right now. If we're not counting Loki, because Loki can copy anybody. So he can copy Luna Snow. He can copy the best DPS ult. He can copy the best tank ult. It doesn't really matter. He can copy anything. So, yeah. That's just really not fair. So, yeah. Then we got Mantis. Mantis pretty much regenerates people's health, gives people shield. I don't believe she gives people damage. I'm actually going to look at this because I never actually looked at this to see if that's what it does. Yeah, it doesn't. But it does give you movement boost, which is very good. And it does heal people over time. So, yeah, I really do like that. So, I do think it is good. The only thing I'll say is it's not that hard to kill a Mantis in her ult. Luna Snow is, you kind of have to ult a Luna Snow to get her out of her ult. I don't believe you can kill Invisible Woman out the ult. I could be wrong on that. I don't really remember that ever happening. You can kill Cloak and Dagger out the ult. Like, if they're standing in the ult, you can kill them. It's hard, but you can. But if you can get them out the ult and just kill them. That's probably the easiest one to do out of the top 3 like actual supports, I guess. So there's that. But let me see. And it does slow people too. So yeah, nah. I don't know if you can't. I think you probably can. I just haven't seen it, to be honest. Mantis. I actually like Mantis though. I feel like Mantis in a 3 healer lineup is very good. Loki in a 3 healer lineup is really good. Adam Warlock in a 3 healer is really good. All those are really good. But I feel like I would rather, like, if Loki's in a 2, it's still fine. Mantis in a 2 is fine, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not like as good as it is in the 3. It's good, but it's not as good. Mantis has it has like the regeneration over time factor that a lot, like, I don't believe anybody else has that except for the orb for Cloak and Dagger. Orb, Cloak and Dagger can do that too. I guess the Soul Bond can do that. I guess the Rune can do that too for Loki. But that's just her standard heal. And she can buff. That's something that no other healer can do besides Luna Snow and her ult. No other healer can buff damage, to my knowledge. That's what it is. But one thing that she can do some things that a lot of other healers can't do. She can put people to sleep. She can buff herself, which is not normal. But to put people to sleep, like, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Like, you can take people out of commission completely and just make them a free dive. You can make somebody just go to sleep, and then you can take people out of ults with that sleep. That's a big deal. The fact that you can put people to sleep is a big deal. Didn't even think about that. I'm putting her B above Adam Warlock, low key. That's not taking her that far though. I ain't taking her that far. I'm gonna put her B. And then Rocket. I'm gonna be honest, I like Rocket. It's just like he's just easily the worst healer in the game. I'm not gonna lie. He's just the worst. Like, he's the healer that you go to if you're a beginner. He's probably the simplest. In the right hands, he's good. I'm not saying he's not, but in my opinion, I do think Loki, Luna Snow, Invisible Woman, Cloak and Dagger are all better. I think Shark is better as well. In the right hands, it's really hard to kill a Rocket. I will say that. His ult is the worst ult in the game for the healers. It does buff damage, but it only buffs damage. Like, it only buffs damage. It does nothing to support. It does nothing to help. I'm not gonna lie, Jeff the Shark. Hey, I look-key chatted with Jeff. He's a B. I'm gonna put Rocket C. I'm putting Rocket C. I'm gonna put Rocket C. Cause Jeff the Shark is low-key that's probably the most annoying. That's yeah. Like, he can take a whole team off a point on overtime and just end the game. Yeah, nah, that's a problem. That's a problem. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I think this is a good tier list though, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see how this go though. I'm gonna post this. We'll see how it go. Y'all do want more of these Marvel Rival videos? I got a lot in store and a lot planned. It's not gonna stop anything else we got going on. We got the main channel. That's gonna still go. All the backup channels. That's gonna still go. And y'all know the series that we got on this channel with the 2K, the Madden, the Blue Lock. I will be coming with the actual FIFA rebuild. I want to do Aoashi too though. So it's a lot I want to do. So yeah, I just got recently motivated again to really lock back in. So y'all be ready. A lot is coming. Stay tuned. Your boy Fitz. I'm out of here, man.
Tell him to bring me my money. Yeah!